Hello, my friends. It's Friday and I'm feeling refreshed, so I think I'm going to call it Fresh Friday. In Philippians 4 and 11, the Apostle Paul declares, I have learned in whatever state I'm in to be content. Now, contentment is simply a state of happiness or satisfaction. That's a great disposition to have when we view it properly. In other words, I believe what the Apostle Paul is saying here is when there are issues that rise that are outside of my control, I have learned to look up at a God who providentially works all things together for my good and trust him that he's working on my behalf rather than sinking down into an attitude of misery. Oh, but when there are things in our lives that ought not be, and we have the power within ourselves to do something about it, it would be foolish for us to sit contently in that negativity. For example, if my yard looks like a jungle and I have a lawnmower and bush trimmers out in my shed, it would be foolish for me to be satisfied with that negativity when in an hour and a half I can completely change what I'm looking at. Yes, my brothers and sisters, issues do arise in our lives at times that we can do absolutely nothing about. And it would be a bad idea just because that's what the crowd does for us to sit in a deep sense of dissatisfaction when, with a simple change of focus, we wouldn't have to rob ourselves of the contentment that has already been provided for us in Jesus. I believe what I'm trying to say is nailed down strong by the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. We ought to live by that. It's a good principle to walk in. Have a fine day and a great weekend, a great President's Day weekend, and I'll see you back here Tuesday morning on 2 Minutes to Win It.